Hi everyone, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping in. I'm Rena, and in today's Boxes and Deals, I'm going to show you my Trend Box Volume 24, what I received in it, and we're going to do a try on. So it's not really an unboxing so much as showing you what was in it and how well they work and what I think. So this was the Volume 24. That means there have only been 24 boxes. These are not a subscription. Trendmood box is a once in a while. Sometimes it can be once a month. Sometimes there may be 1 or 2 months in between. It just really depends. And they do some top trending makeup or brand new makeup, skincare, hair care, any type of beauty products. So they put this box together and everyone gets the same thing. Sometimes there may be variations of shades or scents or whatever, but otherwise everybody gets the same thing, and it's first come first serve. These boxes sell out fast because they are such an amazing value. Usually they're around $40, $42, $46, $48, depending on what's in the box, but usually around there. And they're usually over $150 worth, something around there. So I'll put in here how much this one was valued at altogether and what we received. So if you want to see what came in the Trendmood box volume 24 and what I think of the products, please stay tuned. First, we'll go through and show you what I received, and then I'll do an application with you all. So first of all, we received the Pacifica Future Youth Gravity Rebound Serum. It has Flora and Peptide 11. So it includes peptides, strawberry oil, and flowers. It says protect your skin's barrier and improve the appearance of elasticity and firmness with our most advanced formulation that blends biotechnology with nature. So this helps against air pollution, stressed skin due to air pollution, sun exposure, exposure to everyday stressors. So that can be the main cause of skin aging. Our advanced biotech complex, Flora Peptide 11, is designed to help. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. I love that. I have not tried this yet myself. I'm getting through some of my other serums before I try this, but it does sound like it would be an amazing one to hold on to. So Gravity Rebound, I definitely need that. And then the other product that I have not tried yet is the Bondi Boost Heat Protecting Spray. I am currently working through my current heat protecting sprays, but I cannot wait to try this. I will say I do not think that there is any fragrance in this, so that's great for those that may be sensitive to fragrance. It is designed in Australia, and it can be used on wet or dry hair, and of course best with heat styling. It's a lightweight aloe-based multi-use heat protecting spray. Protects hair up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit while improving split ends by 86% after one use. That's amazing. I couldn't smell anything, and there are some extracts like essential oil extracts, chamomile flower, rosemary, mint, and some different floral extracts, but I couldn't smell anything. Okay, now I can just very, very slightly. And so there is a very slight fragrance. I didn't pick it up. I have not, again, used it on my hair. You know what? Even though I already did my hair, we're going to go ahead and just do a little squirt. You can see it just made it kind of settle down. My hair does get frizzy easily. I will be getting it cut soon, actually. All right. Yeah, I don't smell it on my hair at all. So if you are sensitive to fragrance, I think you can still use this and not have to worry about it. Then we received 2 Anastasia Beverly Hills lip products. These are their new lip velvets, and we got 2 shades. We received Peachy Nude and Parchment. So I have tried these 2 already. This is what they look like. And I really love the feel of them. They're definitely not transfer proof. They feel like velvet and like there's a coating on your lips, but we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and show you what each of those look like as well. And then we received another lip product from e.l.f. This one is a glossy lip stain, and it is a red. It's Spicy Sienna is the shade, and it is a red shade. So I'll show you the pictures before, and then 1 coat, and then I did another layer, so that one's the full coat, and then this next picture is what it looked like after just a few minutes. So I will say I didn't really care for the formula. I love how it feels. It feels like a lip oil, so it's not sticky at all. I can't tell you as far as like how long it lasts, but it does turn into a lip stain. So what I ended up doing is blotting it off, and then here's a picture of when I did take it off with a tissue and how it looked. So you can tell that it did do some staining, but even the staining was not even, it just was patchy. So I didn't really care for that, especially with it being red. I don't know if a different color might look better. I did exfoliate my lips before use, so I don't know. Right now, what I ended up doing is I wiped it off, and then I just put my Clarins lip oil. So the staining, this is clear, even though it doesn't look clear. The staining is still from the e.l.f., but I feel like this kind of helped to even it out a little bit. So you can use it in that way, but personally, I don't think I would purchase that product. Then we received another Anastasia product, and that was the Anastasia Brow Freeze Gel, and this is the clear one, so we're going to try that on. I haven't tried it yet, but this is what it looks like. Then I'm so excited to try this. This is by Winky Lux, and it is the Cheeky Rose blush. It's a liquid blush, and you could have received one of 4 shades, and these are the 4 shades right here. It is Lovely, which is a cool pink, and that's the one I received, or Queen, which was a neutral rose. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I could read these faster. Darling, which was a deep coral. That's kind of the one I was hoping for, but that's okay. I didn't mind any of them. They all looked beautiful. And then Noble, which was a dusty rose. So after we try this one, I did swatch it and I loved how it looked, but I have not tried it on my face yet. But I liked how it feels. Depending on how much I can get it for in the stores, I may get 1 or 2 of the other shades. I don't know. I liked how unique it is because of it's not a brush, it's a dabber. So we'll try that on. And last, we received an eyeshadow palette. So I loved this box because it was more makeup heavy, but yet it still included a skincare and a hair care item. So I love that, and the rest of it was makeup, which I love. They do mix it up and do some that are more heavy on skincare. So kind of, you know, everybody gets to pick. That's the nice thing about it not being a subscription, is that you can pick and choose which ones you would like. But again, you have to be fast because they sell out within minutes most of the time. All right, so this palette is by M Cosmetics, and it is the Divine Skies eyeshadow palette in Faded Clementine. And how adorable is this little guy? So that's the packaging. I just think it is so cute. And I love the color story because I don't have other palettes like this. And it is just so gorgeous. And there is a mirror. And look at those shades. So you've got a coral, a kind of orangey a peachy shimmer. Then you've got this kind of a, what would you call that? A deep mauve, I guess, almost. And then a rosy pink, and then a kind of a shimmer, kind of between these two shades, but in a shimmer, and then a more coppery shimmer. Love, love, love. So we'll go through and swatch those and apply them. So it was an amazing box, I think. Again, we got the hair care heat protector, the skin serum by Pacifica. We got the eyeshadow palette, 2 lip velvets from Anastasia, as well as the e.l.f. lip oil. We got the Anastasia Brow Freeze and the Winky Lux liquid blush in the shade Lovely, which is, again, a cool pink. I kind of wanted the coral because that's kind of what I've been really enjoying lately. And also because it would match this more, but that's okay. I have other blushes that I can always use when I do use this palette in the future. So if you would like to know what's on my skin right now, as so far, I used, after I cleansed and moisturized, of course, I used the e.l.f. primer. This is the liquid poreless putty primer. That's a lot to say, but I love how it feels. I've heard that it's a good dupe for the Tatcha. I haven't compared the two as far, because I've never tried the I think Tatcha has a liquid one. I have the Tatcha Balm, and that is amazing, but it doesn't feel like this. So I'm not sure how this compares. But then I've tried the Bare Minerals. It is a natural matte tinted moisturizer. I really love tinted moisturizers lately, and it's the Complexion Rescue. I really liked how it felt. It went on very nicely. Just a touch of color, to kind of even out the face. And then I touched that up with the One Size foundation powder. Love this stuff. It is in the shade Light number 2. What shade is the Bare Minerals is Cashew 3.5, which is actually perfect for my skin tone. I felt like it was amazing. Then I used the Anastasia Dewy Setting Spray. I primed, before I did that, before I put the foundation and tinted on, I used the Ciate London Under Eye Corrector. And then I did the setting spray after all that. And then I did a touch of the Moira highlighter, and we'll probably add a little bit more. This is the Dreamlight highlighter in the shade Honeysuckle number 2. It is gorgeous. That was one of the gifts Clara sent me. All right. And then I went ahead and did mascara. I normally don't before I do eyeshadow, but I did the Grande Lash primer and mascara. I really like them. The only thing about the mascara that I wish it would do a little more is the lift and curl with my straight lashes, and I don't like using the lash curler. So, and then I did my eyes. I went ahead and did the Anastasia Brow Definer, and I just lightly do it just to fill in a little bit. I like to keep my eyebrows more natural, but we'll go ahead and add the gel as well. So right now, for the eye primer, I did the, what is it, Farah? I got it out of Ipsy. Yes, Farah eyeshadow primer. I really like this one and how it feels. It kind of feels like velvet going on, and then I just set it with the powder, and it works beautifully. So we'll start with the eyeshadow. We'll start with I don't really have a transition shade in here, so to speak. We're going to start with the coral shade down here, and they do have names, but they're very tiny on the back. Faded Clementine is that one down here. That's a perfect name for that. Faded Clementine. It's kind of a peachy orange, kind of a coral, I guess. I love coral. was one dip. That's pretty good. So the pigment is nice. Doesn't feel like there's any fallout. I'm just doing that across my whole lid. Such a pretty color. Do I want to make it like... I'm going to do, since we are using a brighter pink, we'll do this pink shade. I was going to go with a deeper one, but I'll do the pink and see how that looks. That's really pretty. That underneath the lower lash. And we'll go ahead and do the lighter kind of peachy gold shade here as the topper. Then I'm going in on the lower lash line with the copper color. We'll do swatches, okay? Oh, these are so buttery to the feel too. This is the Faded Clementine. And we'll add a little more to that. I'm swatching with my left hand instead of my right, so it's not going to be perfect, but give you a better idea there. Then we'll do the rose shade right here, which is called Eros. I can't even tell you how buttery these mattes are. And a little bit to that. So of course you can build these up even more. And again, it looks way different on the eyes. And then we'll do the darker matte, and that is called Bordeaux, which makes sense because it's more of a wine, it's kind of a wine brown color. It's kind of that deeper brownish burgundy, I guess you could say. Okay, so that's the three mattes. And then the shimmers, we have the kind of peachy gold, and that one, oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. That one is Sweet Memory. We'll build that one up. It's also hard to do in the mirror, doing it backwards. There we go. All right, and then the more coppery shimmer is called Nostalgia. Ooh. See, I'm doing these backwards here. There we go. That's beautiful too. And then the kind of wine colored shimmer, Eden. That just went on so smoothly. Aren't those gorgeous? Such a beautiful little palette that you could take anywhere with you on the go. So Faded Clementine is our base color. What do you think of that? I think it's so fun, so summery, kind of sunsetty. So we definitely need our blush now because the rest of my face is looking pretty pale in comparison. I'm just going to start with 2 tiny little dots because I think from when I swatched it, a little bit goes a long way. I'll do 3 little tiny dots and just a brush and just dab it. You could also do it with your fingers. Such a pretty color, and I can definitely do a little more, but I always want to start lighter instead of going actually too heavy. So we'll try this side and see. I did 3 firmer dots. It blends so easily. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I love this shade. It just looks like a natural pinky shade. It's not too pink like I thought it would be because I'm more warm toned. Well, I'm kind of neutral, I guess, but I lean more warm toned, I feel like. So cool tones often make me look pale or ashy, but this does not. I feel like I could even go a little more if I wanted, but I'll leave it at that. So that's the Winky Lux blush. Love it. Would I buy this I definitely will. Would like to buy this in other shades. All right, now we'll go ahead and try out the Anastasia brow gel. And it does have that kind. So you have the curve as well as the short, like that. The curved side is great for picking up those hairs and placing them, shaping them how you would like. And then the short side just kind of smooths it all out. The highlighter is gorgeous on top of that blush, by the way. That's the Moira again. I just topped it off over the blush and I love it. All right, so now while we're waiting for the brows to dry, we're going to apply the lip. The 2 Anastasia lip products. So we're going to try Peachy Nude first, and then I'll wipe that off and leave on the parchment. So again, it feels very velvety. It's a different texture. It looks matte. It looks like it'd be dry, but it's not. It doesn't feel dry. Or at least not to me. I think other people thought it felt dry. I was gonna do a lip liner first and I forgot, but definitely with this shade, I would want a lip liner. So that's with one dip into the bottle. But yeah, for me, I would definitely want a lip liner with that. But that's what it looks like. We'll just do a lip liner really quick. This one is from M Cosmetics, which is the same brand as the eyeshadow, and we also got this in a previous box. So why not? And it's a perfect neutral, kind of a brown shade. There, we'll just do the bottom so you can get an idea. Gives it some shape and definition. But since we're wiping all that off anyway to get the next shade, I just wanted to show you. And it's not moisturizing, but it feels like almost like a waxy balm. Not sticky or tacky at all. And it stays feeling like that. I will say it is not transfer proof, but I don't mind reapplying, and I like that it's not drying to me. Okay, I just filled in with a touch of the lip liner before applying the parchment. So parchment is more of a kind of chocolatey color, almost like a burnt sienna or a terracotta. It's more brown than terracotta. And I think this goes with the eyeshadow. Again, that was one coat, one dip into the bottle, and it coated my lips. I didn't have to redip at all. Love it. Quick recap on just the makeup part. We already talked about these two items. So the two lip velvets. This one really is a little too pale for me. I don't care for pale nudes on my skin tone. It just washes me out. The parchment, I love that. I love, it's kind of a warm, rosy brown. I don't know how to describe it, but I love this. This would be a product that I would purchase again in one of their deeper shades. Then the M Cosmetics palette, I absolutely love it. I think it blended so easily, has a beautiful pigment, buttery feel. Yes, I love that. I love the shades. So I'm glad we got the Faded Clementine, because out of all the ones that there were, I probably would have chosen this one just because it is unique and fun and summery. So it was perfect for before summer box. The Winky Lux, definitely. That was a win, and I'm glad I got the Pinky Rose, or the Pinky, what was it? Lovely, the shade Lovely, the cool pink, because I don't purchase light pink blushes, because usually I don't. I think that they'd be, I don't know, they wouldn't work for me, but I like it. Of course, with the, normally with this warmer toned eyes and lips, I would wear a more coral type of blush, but since we got this one, that's what we used, and I think it looks fine. I just think I probably would add a little bronzer maybe. So that was everything. And then the brows. It does feel like it would be a little crunchy, but it doesn't feel like it's bothering, I don't like feeling that like it's my brows are glued. It doesn't feel like that, but it does have kind of that hairspray crunch, if that makes sense. So like they would stay down without feeling too uncomfortable. So I liked everything except for I would not repurchase the e.l.f. lip oil, especially in red. I would not recommend it. If you do try a shade, it's not a lip oil, it's a lip stain. So if you do get it, or maybe you did get this box, and instead of throwing it away, maybe try what I did and use it as a stain. Let it stain your lips, wipe it all off, and then put a gloss, and then it makes it look pretty, like just a clear gloss. So that's what I would recommend if you did get this box. And if you like, for this, again, I'm not going to throw it away. I'll just use it with, I did try it before as kind of the inner lip. In fact, I'll do that right now. Just kind of a ombre, or again with a lip liner. So you can kind of go. You get the idea. Make it lighter in the middle if you like an ombre lip. So you can always do that as well. What did you think of this box? I don't know when the next one will be coming. We never know, but they do announcements and they plan it. They give they spoil one product at a time on their Instagram so that you'll know when it's coming. I'll try to get better at announcing it myself. Would you get this box if they had it available again? Or would you be interested in any of these particular products? I will put all the pricing in here, and as always, I like to show you what I paid per item based on the overall value of the box and what each item's retail price is. So if you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!